Welcome, my friends, to Cuentame USA with Moncho Camano. Today, we're speaking with the members, the trio from South Texas called Polybius Cabinet. And we got Miguel de la Cruz. He's the vocalist, the guy with the skeleton thing. Then we got Marcus Galvan. He plays the bass. And then we got Alice Galvan. She plays the synthesizer and keys. And that's a really great job. Thanks for joining the band. Everything changed since she joined the band, I think. I don't know. We'll see. So their latest release is called Level 1. It was released October the 13th. And I think there's 8 songs, Michael. 8 or 9? 8. Huh? Yeah. I listened to the album a bunch of times already. And I really enjoyed it. So it's a good opportunity that I have to talk to the trio, the 3 members. So thanks so much for being here today, guys and girls.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. Are you all born in Texas, in the state of Texas? Are you from there?
Yes. Yeah.
Have you ever been in living in any other states? So that's your place, and you have no plans of moving anywhere else. Is that Texas forever?
For me, it might be Texas forever. Maybe.
Maybe. I enjoy that.
I like it.
You like it?
Where we're from, it's very unique. It's very different from other places in the U.S., I would say. Since we're so close to the border, it's kind of like we're almost like in Mexico in a way. A lot of people speak Spanish here, and so it's a little bit like Mexico Junior in a sense. Yeah, we call it Matamoros Junior because it almost
Matamoros?
feels like you don't even Matamoros. We're right across from Matamoros.
Oh, you are a
So
record from Matamoros. Oh, okay. I know where that is.
yeah, nice.
I remember a long, long time ago. I had a lot of hair at that time. I drove from New Jersey to Guadalajara.
Oh, that's a drive. That's a drive.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I could do it at that time. I probably cannot do it again, but yeah, I drove. I went to Matamoros. Yeah, long, long time ago. So, is it still easy to go across, to walk the border with no problem, going back and forth? Yeah,
You
no
can
problem.
cross it.
No
Yeah,
problems.
yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, you just need your birth certificate and like a ID. And
Yeah,
you
it's
should be
good
good.
enough for now. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So, tell me about your upbringing in music, because you guys seems like you've been around and play. I don't know if you played in other previous bands before forming this Polybius cabinet. Uh, so tell me first about your upbringing. Were you into music at young age, or maybe your family was into music, or there was a lot of music playing in the house? And how did the uh, love for music started? Alice can maybe Alice can tell me first.
Okay. Well, yeah, it was a little bit of everything you just mentioned. Our parents, they love to listen to a lot of classic, well, now called classic rock, a lot of 70s,
Hmm.
80s rock music. And
Hmm.
then Marcus and I were born in the 80s, so we grew up to a lot of 80s music from, 80s Tejano to 80s new wave, and it was very
R&B, funk soul.
yeah, there was a lot of good music coming out, and our parents were just really
Yeah,
into it. Our father didn't really play instruments, but our mother was
she
in
played.
band and she played several instruments. And
Oh,
then we all kind of have like we can pick up notes by ear. So me and him are both the same, and we just grew up playing music.
hmm.
And yeah, pretty much their love for music came to us too, and
Yeah.
it's just taken off since. It's
So
been pretty.
did you enjoy those albums from the 70s? Were there bands that you really loved, that you listened, that your parents liked? I don't know. maybe rock music, progressive music. I don't know, the 70s or late 70s.
Remember one thing that was always around when we were kids was Talking Heads.
Oh,
Yes.
77. Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course Rolling Stones also, and
Hmm.
a lot of stuff like that as well.
Did you enjoy more the Beatles or the Rolling Stones?
Oh, I love the Rolling Stones way more than the
Way
Beatles.
better. They were more aggressive, I guess. A little more.
Yeah, I'm more of a Rolling Stones person.
Yeah. You too, Miguel? Did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy the Stones or something that you
I
didn't
do. I think it's more rock and roll, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Feels
Okay.
more rock.
Rock and blues and stuff. Okay. That sounds good. Well, I guess Alice had a lot of love for the 80s and the synth music and all those bands, uh, which I really enjoyed myself. So that's a good
They're
thing.
big.
Those bands, they're really nice. So tell me about the band was formed into 2023. Is that right? More or less,
Uh,
Miguel?
yeah, it became a live act around 2023 for sure.
Mhm. And before that, did you play in any other bands, Miguel? Were you part of any other projects?
Um, oh well, there's like we were in a band before called Deer's Death.
Okay.
Uh, Probably like late. It started probably like late '90s and then up to like 2007, more or less.
Around
Mm,
2009.
Yeah, yeah, more or less. And then we didn't play for a while, So, but in between that, I was still doing like music projects on my own. Nothing playing live, but everything, just putting stuff out, on SoundCloud or whatever.
So you were always composing and creating music?
I'm always writing music.
Yeah. What about you, Alice? What were you doing? Because you joined the band started with another keyboard player, right? Before you. How did you get into the band? Was your brother who told you, maybe you can join the band and see how it goes? How did I?
Actually, yes, it was because their keyboardist decided to, or their previous keyboardist decided to pursue a different career path. So kind of the band, and he chose career. So Marcus is like, "Hey, you've been playing for a while. Do you want to be part of a band?" And I'm like, "You know what? Yes," because I wasn't an all girl band, but we've only played live 2 or 3 times in like the year
Hmm,
2012, and I played the keys and synth for them too. So
hmm,
I've dabbled in music here and there.
hmm,
There's big gaps in my life though that I didn't play, but once he gave me that opportunity, I was like, you know what? Yes, I'm all
hmm.
for it. Let's do it. I mean, it was the time, right place, and I was like, oh, I was ready to start
See.
again with music, and it's kind of like an old friend. You pick up where you left off, and it's like no
Hmm.
time's ever passed like since you last
So
been in.
did you know? I guess you knew already Miguel before joining the band. You knew him.
Yes, yeah, he's like another brother to me. Also, him and Marcus
Hmm.
were friends very young, and me and him are about 7 years apart.
Oh,
But yeah,
okay.
like a big brother to me too.
Yeah, we grew up together like teenagers.
Yeah,
Oh, so you're
he's
like
still
a you're like a family. You guys always hang out.
I
Something,
can't.
something that she won't mention is that like she's been playing since she was like in kinder. Messing around with
Messing on one of
keyboards.
those Casio keyboards, the tiny keyboard,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, she's been playing for quite a while now. So it wasn't like she just like picked it up all of a sudden. No, she's been dabbling and
yeah. Like I had a little like little kid keyboard. It was actually like a mock synthesizer,
Oh,
but
that's
it
cool.
was for kids, like battery powered, and I'd
Yeah,
just
yeah,
play
yeah, yeah.
along, and so that's how I kind of taught myself that way. I just play along. So
sometimes we so before we started establishing ourselves to like play live or anything, we'd mess around with other kind of music, right? And we could hear her, from her room, like playing along to what we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
That sounds cool.
So she's been, I guess, in a sense, she's been like training to be in this band for a while. If that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, it makes
yeah.
sense. So you had no problem with her, I guess, Miguel. You were happy
So
that she joined the band.
adapted quick, and not only that, but before we even started doing this band, we did play just for a moment. We played together in another band, me, Marcus, and her, and an actual live drummer, and another guitar player, and it was sounding pretty good. But then it just kind of didn't happen.
How about Miguel? You always play guitar, or that was your first instrument of choice, or do you play other instruments prior?
And not that I didn't like the guitar. I wasn't really always like into, like, I guess you could say, around the house, a lot of the music that my parents would listen to was more like they're both from Mexico.
Yeah.
So it was more like stuff like Rocío Durcal and Ramon Ayala, and
Ramon Ayala, yeah. I know that.
That kind of music. And my brother, my big brother, he's the one that got into guitar.
Oh.
So he would try to teach me a little bit, but I wasn't really into it. I was kind of doing other stuff, skateboarding and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
And so by the time I did get into music, he was into stuff like from ZZ Top to Aerosmith, Led Zeppelin, Metallica, stuff like that. He had like one of those old school suitcases that had like cassettes, right? A bunch of cassettes. So when he left to college, he left all that stuff behind, his guitars and stuff. And I saw that he had a box of cassettes that he kind of pushed off to the side. And I went into that box. And that's when I found the stuff that I liked. In there, he had The Cure, he had New Order, and stuff like that. And I guess he preferred kind of more of the hair rock. But I got into that. And since he left all his music equipment behind, I started kind of messing around with the guitar a little bit more. So he left his classical guitars, his electric guitars, and I just kind of started remembering a little bit of what he taught me, and I started just kind of from there.
So you are self-taught? You never took classes?
No, never. Just what my brother taught me a little bit, but that's it.
Yeah, you're doing good then.
The basic chords.
Yeah.
But I do take time to look up like any type of teachings on guitar and stuff like that to try to still grow as a guitar player.
Yeah. What about you, Marcus? You always you played bass all the time, or no? You always try other instruments before bass?
Mostly I just was stuck with bass. Like when I was like 15, I would listen to a lot of music growing up, and I started getting an idea like maybe I can do this, and I noticed bass was like always what caught my ear the most, and so I don't know, I just really wanted to try it, and I told my dad like for Christmas that year I wanted a bass, and I didn't think I would get one, and I did get one, and it was like I just fell in love with it right when I laid my hands on it, and it's just like it was meant to be. It felt just right. It didn't take me long to learn at all. I self-taught myself everything that I know, and I feel like it just came like it was meant to be, like naturally.
Yeah, the band sounds really good. You gotta tell me about the Polybius cabinet, because I had no freaking idea what it was, to tell you the truth. And the name just I said, what the hell is this Polybius cabinet? Then I have to do the research, because what the hell is this? I don't know what it is. So I found out about this urban, the legend about the mysterious and dangerous and addictive game from the early 80s and stuff. Arcade game, I guess. Tell me about it. Why did you choose this name? And was it a game that you wanted to play? Because I don't think it was available. Was it available at that time to play? Or is it a real game? I don't know.
Some people say that it was real, and some people say that it wasn't real, right? But the story goes that it was an arcade that would be set up in certain arcades, arcade stores, I guess, wherever there's video game arcades. And instead of collecting like coins, they would collect like data from it. I mean, I know it's about as much about it as the next person, like it just sounded very mysterious, and I liked it.
They say some of those cabinets turned up, and I've seen pictures of them.
Yeah,
and it's debatable though they're real.
Yeah, they could just be made.
Yeah, well,
It's definitely weird, a weird story.
But it definitely held enough lore and weight for the name for me to want to use it.
yeah, it's very, very. The word cabinet. Well, there's a Spanish band from Spain called Gabinete Caligari. So that's the first thing that came to my mind. The Gabinete
That's
Caligari.
interesting.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I have no idea about the game or if it was true or false. But it was a very interesting name. It caught my attention. That's why, yeah, I usually don't just the name of a band, and that's fine. I don't have to research what it means or anything. But this one, I did. Um, yeah, it's a great name. Sometimes when I listen to your songs, first of all, for an American, you will then go down to see that you guys sing in Spanish and English, both languages. Uh, that didn't catch my attention, but it's different. I don't know too many Darkwave or Goth or uh, any of those Goth bands. I don't know Darkwave bands that they sing in Spanish and English. I don't know any. Only you right now. Maybe there is.
I'm
Is
sure
there?
there is.
Have you heard any other bands that sing in Spanish and English? That
Um,
I don't know. I don't
I,
remember.
I feel like there's now like a wave of bands doing goth in Spanish, but
Yeah,
it's it's still different. I feel like what we're doing because we go back and forth a lot bilingually, and then some songs are all Spanish.
yeah,
But we've been doing that since our old project,
Yeah,
or from our Dear Stead project from 20
it's
years ago.
because a lot of the bands that I also grew up listening to were from Mexico and
okay.
Argentinian and from Spain and stuff like from Los Héroes del Silencio
Héroe de
to
Silencio, yes. Hmm.
Phobia to Los Caifanes.
Yeah, from
You
Mexico.
know,
Yeah, Caifanes. Yeah. Right.
so a lot of that stuff was Spanish rock band influenced.
Mm. Did you speak Spanish at home, or you were spoke English, or both?
As a little kid, Spanish, as a
Oh,
little
okay.
more Spanish because my parents couldn't teach me English. But as I got older, I started speaking English in school.
Okay.
I was born here, but like I said, both of my parents speak Spanish. So
I understand. Yeah. Well, my parents they spoke Spanish also. They never really learned how to speak English that well. So, but
I think I picked it up okay.
yeah, you did well. Well, I came when I was later, I was like 18, 17, 18.
Oh,
So,
okay, okay. Now you speak it very well. I thought.
no, it's horrible, but it's nice. I like it. I sometimes I really fuck it up on purpose when I speak with Americans. I just do it on purpose just to fuck it up, just to so I pretend that I don't know what they're saying to me. Like, what? No, I don't understand. No, I'm sorry.
Perdón.
I just go like I don't know what they're talking about. Uh, which sometimes even in English, I don't know what they're talking about because a lot of stuff is like, forget it, makes no sense to me. Anyway, but tell me about your writing, Miguel, the band. Who writes most of the lyrics? Is it you, Miguel, or you sometimes you get help from the other two members?
I mean, I would say I get help, but more like visual, I guess. I guess if that makes sense. Like maybe I'll get an idea from maybe from something somebody's going through, or maybe influenced
Hmm.
by something like that. But lyrically, I write all the lyrics.
Hmm. I guess did you get the lyrics and then you play music around the lyrics, or how does it?
No, I let the music speak to me what the song's about.
Oh, okay. Hmm. So when you write those lyrics, do you have a like an idea, or is just whatever it comes, or is something
It's a
natural?
vibe I get, I guess, if that makes sense. Like I'll hear the music and the music starts giving me like an emotion and
Hmm.
the lyrics just start coming out. A lot of times the songs are just sung first and then I go back and relearn the lyrics that I just sang.
Hmm.
I just sing off emotion sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't mean you don't get prepared. Like say, I'm gonna write a song, so let me sit down and try to write something. It's not
No, no,
not like
sometimes
that.
No, it feels best to do it when it comes natural,
Mm,
like when it like just comes out of nowhere.
mm,
I don't like to force it.
okay. What about you, Alice? When you play your keys, is it something that you so let me try to write something important, and that's how I'm gonna get ready to play something? And no, it's something the same thing. You just play around with it, and then, oh, this sounds great. Let me just write it down or remember it so I can add something to it.
Uh, I will say it started off that way, like where I'm kind of building around what they've come up with since I've kind of like entered, but
Hmm.
since they started coming up with newer songs, stuff that's not there's like a couple of songs we play live that aren't on the album yet, but I've added
Hmm.
my own input to those. So um, yeah, I was going off of what they had so far,
Hmm.
and then read about them, and I was like, "Hey, does this sound cool?" Or even without asking them, it sounds cool. They would just say, "Wow,
Yeah.
that's it." Or they'll add, or Marcus will be like, "Hey, play it a little higher," and I'll be like,
Hmm.
"Oh, okay." And then, yeah, that sounds better. But
Hmm.
now that we got the first album out, I'm already getting the ideas. Like, okay, I want to sit down and write something like this, and I was
Hmm.
actually thinking of coming up with a few lyrics, not lyrics, but maybe like ideas, and then
You,
collaborate with
you
Miguel.
pass it
Like,
to him and see what
what
he
do you
can.
think of lyrics? Like, so I'm
Hmm.
ready to like
Hmm.
level up. No
Okay.
pun intended, because our
And
album's level one. So I'm ready to level up with that and add like start adding my own creations to it.
yeah, so that will be the next level,
So I'm
level
excited
two.
for that.
Level two will be the next one. How are you? How about you, Marcus? How do you? Are
It,
you like the glue to the band? Just.
I would say so, yeah. Usually how it starts, like it starts with a skeleton foundation of a drum beat,
Hmm.
um, with some arpeggiator sequences sometimes or something.
Hmm.
And then I'll just listen to that for a while, and I'm like, okay, like I feel something with this beat and rhythm, so let me interpret that what I feel.
Hmm.
And so a lot of my bass lines that come to mind are usually very groovy, dance, something that I know will make your body move, that kind of
So
get you feel like you might want to dance or something.
little
So I
funky.
try to keep
Yes.
that in mind or be very melodic. So
Hmm.
usually after I lay that bass down, everything's written around it. The guitar, the synths a lot of times too.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's usually the glue.
Good to-
Because things will be written around the bass parts a lot of the times.
And sometimes it'll be random too.
And that too, yeah, it's not
Yeah, so
always like
yeah,
that,
sometimes
but
it'll be like everything's already written except bass,
that
you know,
too.
Hmm.
and then or sometimes everything's written except the lyrics until I hear that bass track, and then what I won't necessarily write guitar around the bass, but I'll definitely sometimes will listen to the bass groove and try to pick up on what's going on the bass.
Hmm. Do you guys practice together, or is something that you guys do remotely
You know, practice together.
We practice
together?
together, usually leading up to some events or some shows.
Hmm. And tell me about the lyrics themselves. They're more like psychological, or you talk about mysterious, or nightmares,
Well,
perhaps,
I think
paranormal.
that it'll vary between romance to even like maybe romanticizing the occult
Okay.
and and there's a lot of like lyrical content just from where we live. Like it's like I always joke around that we probably have more Yerberias than Starbuckses around here, you know. And there's a lot of that already, like kind of like ingrained in the culture here.
Hmm.
You know, a lot of that, a lot of the, like you know, people going to like curanderas and stuff like that, right? And
Curanderas, yeah.
there's a lot of that here. There's a lot of that, like a lot of like talk of witchcraft and witches and lechuzas and all types of.
Is there a
So
lot of
that
is there
that's
a lot of botanicas over there? L-
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
Hmm.
You know, so it's easy to write that stuff around here. And then I grew up with a mother that was kind of into that, right? I won't get too deep in what she was into, right? But it was
Hmm.
enough for me to like grow up around it. You know,
Hmm.
so there's aside from being a growing up Catholic, the other side of being a Catholic around here is what's taboo,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. Hmm. It's very interesting. When those some the people when they ask you what kind of music do you make, do you have an answer for them, or it's like you just figure it out, you just listen as if and whatever you you like to call it is fine with me.
I think I prefer that, right? But when I don't know what to call it because we just use an umbrella term of like Darkwave, right?
Yeah,
But I mean, there's so many bands under that term that they don't sound the same.
yeah,
And more importantly, we usually try not to, and it's not on purpose. It's just natural. We try not to sound like anything else.
right. Yeah, I would say that, for what I listen, I mean, I listen to all kinds of music, but I don't know much about any other bands that do what you guys do. Sometimes it sounds like a little lo-fi to me. I don't know. It's a little the sound itself. I don't know. I don't know. But I really enjoyed it. I have to listen. There are songs that I listen more, like Doorway. That's one that I enjoy a lot. La Tumba. Was it La Tumba de other? La Tumba, no? La Tumba. Yeah, Tumba.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That was our first single.
yeah, yeah. I really enjoy those songs. Um, yeah. So you talk about grief also, right? Loss and that's
Correct.
yeah. So I guess it goes well with the compositions that you create, the lyrics. They got to match, so they do. You know, they're not that happy. I cannot say that you're gonna smile when you listen to your music. A little bit, but not depends.
They might smile to the beats, right? But if they
See
listen to
to
the
the beats,
lyrics,
and then if you listen to the lyrics, they're not like happy-go-lucky and just jump around. I don't know. I enjoy it. I haven't seen you live yet, so I think I probably saw like maybe 10 seconds or a minute. I don't know. I don't know. I saw you guys play one of those videos in YouTube, so I had more or less an idea what you guys how you look like on stage. Do you worry about the wardrobe, what you wear on stage, or it really doesn't matter?
I don't care.
It depends. Sometimes
Marcus, I think, is the one that wants to look really cool.
it depends. Like sometimes, I want to, wear my best. And then there's other times like the other night we played here locally.
Hmm.
And that night I just felt like I want to be relaxed and just chill. So I just wore a hoodie and played.
Do you guys talk between songs, or you don't have to explain what the songs are about, or do you? Do you explain it?
We do. Yeah, I
You
do.
do?
We do. We might even like banter or kind of laugh around between
Yeah.
songs on stage.
So what kind of audience do you guys have? Is it a lot of Spanish or both, or just
I would
English?
say,
Half?
Depends where we play.
yeah,
Well, naturally down here in our local area, it's going to be majority Hispanic
Yeah.
audience. And then, here in Texas, that's how it is a lot of times. But we play in Austin and it's a mixed audience.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. But Houston, also, we had a lot of Latinos turn up.
To tell you the truth, I don't know now, maybe, but like 10 years ago, maybe, yeah, I I really enjoy Mexican music and the popular bands, that the one that you listen on TV and or on the radio, but I had no idea there were so many bands playing, like dark music and even metal and all. I have no idea because you don't hear them, around here. And there are also a lot of metal bands, especially heavy metal bands from Mexico and goth bands and stuff that I had no idea. You get música norteña or you get Juan Gabriel, the old Juan Gabriel, all that popular stuff. But I had not, I always listened to a lot of music, but I wasn't a lot. I have no idea, just what was popular. But there's so many bands from Mexico or South America, even Peru and stuff that I have no idea.
That what we do musically, writing the lyrics in Spanish, really was kind of like a love letter to those areas.
Hmm.
It was really, it wasn't like trying to jump on a trend or anything. No, it was kind of like saying we love that and we hear it and we hear you.
But I got the feeling you guys love all kinds of music. It doesn't matter what kind of music it is. You've got love for rock or even popular music or música norteña, whatever. You guys are open to everything. I just don't think you're gonna do that. What's in your plans to I don't know, add new instruments, play other music genres, mix? I don't know. Do you have like an idea what you wanna keep doing? Is it gonna be more or less the same?
It's just I guess more of what we do. I guess we. I feel like a lot of the songs are quite they're random, but
Hmm.
they kind of come together like in the album, right? Like in this little EP that we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say like our album and our songs, they bring so many different styles and genres from each one of us.
Yeah.
Um, so it's kind of like a mixture, a clash of sounds in a way. Um, so that's kind of why our identity is the way it is.
Yeah.
And the songs we have now that weren't on this album that are going to be on the next, that we have a few.
Hmm.
They're going in a certain direction as well. Even possibly even more dark wave and electronic sounding. But
Hmm.
with this time, there'll be definitely more of a she'll be involved in the writing process more this time with what we put out next. Because on this album we just will put out,
Well,
she 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 added her own flavor to she she added her own flavor to some of the songs that were there
to
already,
all
and
of
then
them.
and then to all of them pretty much, and then there was some that weren't finished
Okay.
when we had the other synth player. So those songs didn't get finished until she joined us. Those songs
Oh,
would be
okay.
Tumba and Mi Vida. Those basically didn't get finished until she joined the band.
Even famous.
Famous.
And famous too, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna be more into the band. You're gonna be adding more of your touches, I guess, to the this new album when it comes out. Is it gonna be? Do you think it's gonna be an album or another like an EP, or you're gonna? Well, I guess you're gonna start with singles, maybe a couple singles, since you have.
We might put out maybe we'll put out a single like to and to kind of tease something before then. I mean, nothing really guaranteed on that. We'll wait and see. But
Yeah.
I think this next album we put out will probably be an EP.
Hmm.
I'm thinking.
How many? So I guess you got a lot of you creating. You right now you're creating new songs. When you play live, I was gonna ask you, do you play any covers or it's just all yours?
We've done a cover, right?
We used to do a cover long ago in our first year together of Joy Division,
Oh, okay.
and but we haven't done any covers lately. We have some that we talk about doing, like one from Alaska, Dinarama, and some other ones that we've spoken about.
Hmm. So it seems to me like the band is not going anywhere. The three members are the three members. Nobody else is gonna leave or come in. That's it. The three.
That's what it seems like for now. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't see yourselves in the future in other bands or other projects or maybe collaborating with other musicians, but you don't see yourself like this is done. Let's do something different.
I don't. I don't. I mean, I could see us like maybe collaborating, maybe with like another band. Maybe
Hmm.
even doing like old school days, like a versus album where we're doing covers of each other's music. Maybe
Okay.
something like that,
Or a split.
or a split. I would love to do something where I we do like a covers of like a band we really like, and they do some of our covers and see how that sounds. Or
Oh,
that's some
that
kind of
sounds
it'd
that
be
sounds
interesting.
cool. That's very interesting. Yeah.
we've always me and Miguel have always done music together, and so yeah, basically it's just gonna be the three of us for the foreseeable future.
Hmm.
We're gonna just try to establish ourselves more before we even
Yeah.
think about trying
Yeah, well,
anything else.
it's a new band. It's not like you've been around
Yeah.
with for a long
I
time
mean,
and
I've been
and
playing.
you put out 10 records or anything like that.
True.
So it's still a long road to travel.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah. Tell me about the cover art. It's really cool. It's a little creepy. It catches your attention indeed.
The cover art was actually inspired by a movie cover.
Oh, okay.
It's actually a parody of a movie cover. I don't know if you ever seen the movie cover to an old movie called Evil Speaks.
I only heard the name, but I never saw the movie.
Yeah, like if you were to look at
The
the
cover?
cover art, even if you looked at it real quick right now, you'll be like, "Oh, okay, I see. I see
Oh.
what like it's."
First I didn't know about that. The first thing it caught my attention. I mean, when I saw, I'm like Reinstein. There is like the what's his name? I forgot the name. I'm forgetting. When he carries like a, I don't know, like a cart on stage. The guy from Reinstein. I don't know. That's my first comment. But yeah, it's very catches your attention for sure. I think it's you could get it on Bandcamp on CD, right? Is that CD or digital? Because I listen it on digital, but it's on CD, I think. Uh,
Yes, it is.
it is, right?
Yes.
And
We we want to do some other formats for that album eventually as well.
you wouldn't like I probably vinyl maybe in the future too.
Yeah, definitely. At some point, we would like to do that.
Hmm. That's cool. And you guys, I think you got also a T-shirt with the cover,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I think I saw that on Bandcamp. Yeah. It's a cool
Yeah,
T-shirt. Yeah, it's a really cool. You can wear that to church.
for sure.
Just kidding. No, I like it. I like it. So, I was gonna ask you another thing. You so far have you play Texas, right? You have you played any other state that I don't know, Tennessee or Texas
Not yet.
is your
But we hopefully in 2026 we can travel out of state a little bit and play for other people in other states and get more exposure out there.
yeah, that would be great.
Texas is so big, it's kind of hard to get out of here sometimes, and
Yeah, it's a lot of driving. My
yeah,
that's great. You guys, I guess, travel together, the three of you,
we
when you
do.
go
We do.
to
Yeah, because where we live, we're further south in Texas. We're like right near the border, right by
yeah.
the coast, and so everything that we mostly play at, Austin, Houston, San Antonio, it's hours away from us. So, we'll have to travel together and, go 5 hours north to Austin, 6 hours to Houston,
Yeah,
um, 4 hours to San Antonio.
yeah. I was
Dallas is even further. We haven't gone to Dallas yet.
It's like 10 hours away.
So so we're gonna probably plan for Dallas this upcoming year as well.
that's cool. I've been checking your posts on Instagram, I think. Yeah, I think it's Instagram. You weren't too happy about one of your shows that you had some tech difficulties. Is that right?
Yeah,
You had to cut off your set, to cut your set
yeah,
short.
unfortunately.
That sounds really bad. That
It was sad because we had a lot of people turn up that night for us that specifically went for us, and
yeah.
it was sad. It felt like a letdown on that, you know.
Hmm.
The weird thing is that we played so much this year all over Texas,
Hmm.
and we had no problems at all up until that night. Sadly, yeah.
I mean, gladly what they did here, like even though it was a shorter set, the people enjoyed. So
They got to
Yeah.
enjoy three songs that sounded good.
Oh, that was bad. When was your last show? December 6th?
yeah,
That was your last show, right?
It was a local show.
Noche Gótica? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Noche Gótica. And yeah, I don't know if you ever make it to Jersey. Let me know. I'll
Oh, I love it.
right.
Yeah.
You never know.
How close are you to Philly?
Philly, maybe an hour. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, more or less. Depends. Here is a lot of traffic, so if you travel at night, you make it. It's easier, but during the day, probably an hour and 10 minutes. I don't know. But yeah, I will go to Philly to see you guys.
So, yeah,
That would be cool. I'll
that
just
would.
I'll just hide in the back because I'm an introvert, so I don't want to be seen too much. I get nervous. I'll just be in the back.
Well, you
I'll,
can come and say hi to us if we're
You come,
there.
you come hang out with
You
us.
come hang out with us.
I will probably start yelling in Spanish. Hey, maricones! Hey, what you doing? Cabrones! ¿Qué pasa, cabrón? I don't know. No, it would be cool to see you guys play live sometimes, someday. Yeah, that would be cool. You seem like nice guys. You don't look dangerous to me.
No,
Well,
igualmente,
maybe Miguel. I don't know. I know at least she's a nice. She'll be really cool. She'll be in the middle. No, I really enjoy. I really enjoy. I think you got a nice personality, and I really enjoy the band. I do. I just, you know, I just hope you guys keep making good music, and put out more music, and we need bands like yours. You gotta keep it up. So it's something that I really like, and if you keep making music in Spanish and English and lyrics, that would be cool.
yeah, that's not gonna stop.
That's
Yeah.
not gonna stop. That's cool. I like that. I like that. At least so when you write, you writing in English and Spanish or both? When you do some of your writing,
No, I'm English.
you're English.
Between the three, my Spanish is the worst.
Oh, really?
I haven't practiced it very much. I mean, I can understand it more than I can speak it. Like someone can talk to me in Spanish, but I'll butcher it in Spanish, so I'll just reply in English. But
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the most part, yeah, it's not the greatest.
But when
But
when
so for
Marcus,
English, I mean,
yeah,
if I need help with translation, I have them.
yeah, that's easy
And
nowadays.
I would love to translate some stuff to Spanish because it just sounds more beautiful and more passionate that way.
Yeah.
So
When
I wouldn't
Marcus,
mind.
yeah, when Marcus and Miguel fight, they yell at each other. You understand what they're talking about?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
I see you guys hanging together a lot of times. You go out together a lot of times, like to see shows and stuff, to see other bands.
Yeah, we'll visit like other shows that are local that our friends play in, and we'll go support them together when we can.
That sounds cool. You're still young. I get old. I'm getting old. I don't like going out anymore too much. When I go see bands, and it's like I'm always looking at the watch. Oh, when are they coming out, man? I'm tired. I don't want to wait. Why don't they just show up? Getting old, man. Oh man, I wish I was like 18 again. Yeah. But I really like the bands that you really you mentioned because I'm the guy from the 80s. That's the 80s, 78, late 70s and 80s. That's when I was like a young kid. So all those bands from like the Joy Division is one of the bands that I really enjoy a lot. But and the Talking Heads and stuff. I got a Talking Heads autograph record from them. I always keep it over there.
¿No lo vas a vender?
No, vendí muchos. I saw a lot of stuff that I had from bands like the Jam. I don't know, the Jam
Yeah.
from the UK. I had a lot of stuff. I used to love the Jam. I was like a lot into punk. Well, they weren't like that punk, but yeah, they were a little punk. But the Sex Pistols, I had stuff. I sold a lot of stuff on eBay, and then after that, I'm like, man, why did I sell all that shit? I wish I had it back, but I did sell a lot of stuff. Even Rolling Stone stuff. I got a big record collection in Spain. Got a lot of vinyl from the 70s and 80s, even 60s and stuff. But I still got a lot. But I used to spend all my money in buying records. When I was a kid, I would spend all my money, go to New York, go to all the stores in the village and buy everything I saw, all the imports and stuff, and come back to Jersey with no money in my pockets. Go back the next week with a little more money and buy more shit. Yeah.
Buy some musical treasures.
Yeah, so I still got a lot of stuff. The Velvet Underground. I used to be a freak I loved the Velvet Underground and Lou Reed and David Bowie, yeah, all that stuff. But that's how it goes. I don't buy that anymore. Now I just listen to some music or Deezer, all that, But I like vinyl. I still, I just bought a record player because I still, I got vinyl that I enjoy listening to. But I still got some vinyl that I never opened, I don't feel like opening them. I just listen digitally, but I don't want to open. They're sealed. A lot of shit. I just keep it sealed. Like when I pass away, probably my daughters, they will throw them in the garbage. I say, what the fuck do we need this shit for? What is this? All the stuff that he had. But yeah, I really enjoy music. So I just want to wish you all the best because you guys, I really enjoy listening to the level 1. The 8 songs, La Tumba, Corazón Azul, Falling, Doorway, all those songs. I just hope to keep listening and see how you guys doing, The best way, I guess, is to go on Bandcamp and get a hold of that album.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, if anybody wants to purchase anything, the best would be on Bandcamp.
And you're gonna see, I think Marcus is raffling his bass. No, I don't think so.
That sounds like a good idea, so I can get a new one.
No, if they need an autograph, now that we talk about autographs, that's you could do an autograph. That's not a problem. No raffling basses or guitars or synths or anything like that. Not yet. They're tools they need.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, guys. I really enjoyed talking to you, Miguel. He's a cool guy. Me gusta Miguel. I don't know, no sé si lo llego a ver presentemente. Yo creo que sí. He looks cool. Yeah, he looks cool. And thanks to Alice and Marcus.
Mucho gusto.
It was a pleasure talking to you guys. Polybius Cabinet. Please listen to their album, Level 1. And if you can buy the t-shirt or whatever they have available, they will sell it. And listen to their music. And if you don't understand what they're talking about, it's easy now to translate. You're one of those translations. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. So thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And enjoy the rest of the year, those holidays, Christmas and New Year. The New Year is going to be a...
Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year's, everyone. Happy New Year's to you.
Happy holidays.
Take care of you guys. Take care of yourself. Take care of Alice, please. We need.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye. See you guys next week, girl. Take care. Bye.
Esta rosa que te doy no se puede